This segment, what we are going to do is we're going to be looking at performance measures. I have to say that this is one of the most important aspects of APM because you will. It's about managing performance, right? APM, Advanced Performance Management. So how are you going to manage performance without really tracking it? And of course, to manage performance, you need to track it. Without tracking it, without measuring it, for the use of a better word, it's really impossible to manage. So that is why I said that performance measures are going to be very important. That's what they say here. As you can see, the importance of performance measures is that what gets measured gets done. So this fundamental concept is something that keeps recurring, which is why most of the management tools, management systems built have performance measurement embedded in them, right? You take balance scorecards. Uh, you're either qualitatively or quantitatively trying to measure performance. So that is definitely an important aspect. Now, just because we could say something like what gets measured gets done, it doesn't mean that it's easy, right? It's not that simple, it's not that straightforward. So there are challenges to it. There are challenges in terms of measuring itself. As I said, there are a lot of subjective things in the world that is difficult to measure, or that is difficult to quantify. Now, of course, with the finance sector and with numbers and with money and dollars, we are able to use those as metrics of measurement. So, for example, someone could say that you if we make more revenue, the more money we make, the higher the revenue growth is, the better we are, the better our performance. So, because we are able to work with numbers here, there's a big opportunity for us to be able to quantitatively look at performance measurement. But it's not completely that simple with with all the metrics that you have, because there are a lot of non-financial aspects, like reputation, like sustainability, like consumer friendliness, right, customer friendliness, that are not very easy to quantify. So that's a challenge. Another challenge is that if we try to link and if we try to attach performance measurement with employee performance, for example, what I mean is that how exactly are you going to differentiate between what the employee's performance or employee's efforts are totally attributable to? Because the employer or the employee is actually, yes, doing work, but how much of that work is purely attributable to him? How much of that work is controllable by that employee? How many other external forces, uncontrollable forces, actually had a play? There could be a good employee who is struggling in performance because he or she is in a bad situation, and there could be a bad employee, a poor performing employee, but the situation is good. Maybe the region they are in, maybe the district or whatever province they are operating out of has more consumers or something like that. Demand conditions are good, etc. So because of that, a poor performing employee, because of a good situation, is doing well on paper. So there are challenges like this. That's what you can see here. Some of those are looked at, so you can take a look at it. Diagram of performance measurement activities. This is basic stuff, right? It's basic stuff in terms of planning, implementing, and controlling. You have a plan, and then you actually function, you actually implement, which is why you get a deviation, the difference or the variance. You try to look at your variance, you analyze it, you interpret it, you try to see what is causing this variance. Why are things not going according to plan? That's basically what you do in variance analysis. And then you try to make or take action in order to control the situation. As I said, control is all about all the steps, all the things that you can do, trying to make sure that things are going the way you want them. But can only put in so much effort. Okay, but this is important. This is important for APM, features of good performance measures, because one of the aspects that APM really tries to look at and explore is your ability to judge whether performance measures are good or bad. right? Whether performance good or bad, or rather whether performance measures are effective or not. So effectiveness is a big thing as far as performance measures are concerned, because if you don't measure the right thing, okay, if you don't measure the right angle, the right uh, metric, then you're basically looking for something in a place where you're not going to find it. So this is why performance measures need to be good, and these are the fundamental qualities that they should measure: effectiveness of organization in achieving the objectives, obviously, measure efficiency of resource utilization. It should contain internal and external aspects. It should comprise a mix of financial and non-financial measures. It should link to targets set and employee rewards, cover short term and long term, should be flexible to respond to the business environment, and make clear the different dimensions of performance, right? In terms of, what exactly are we measuring here? So the employees or whoever is being subject to measurement should really understand what is being measured, and should really understand what they need to put, what kind of performance should go into bringing out the optimal performance. So that's a big part of it, and that is all that is the basics and the critical fundamentals you have to learn about performance measures. Otherwise, thank you so much, and I will see you soon.